We're going to start off with a really simple project breakdown. One of my current favorite bathrooms right now, and what's great about it is it's pretty good for a lot of price points. It's a secondary bathroom in a new build here in the Kansas City metro. And I've got some tips, some tricks, and I'm going to just break down all of the details from the project. So, this is the bathroom that we're going to be talking about. It's got this gorgeous green tile, and we went with champagne bronze plumbing. So let's just go ahead and we'll start in the shower. So this green tile is from the brand Trends. This may be just to the trade, but there are a lot of tiles that look this way, so you can find them at a variety of price points. Anything from maybe Floor and Decor for like a few dollars a piece into Ragno has a really good line. Bedrosians might have something similar. So those would be places to look, but you can find a tile similar a variety of places. And my favorite thing about this bathroom is that we actually went with brown grout. So a lot of defaults would be gray or white or black. I feel like a lot of people would end up doing gray because they would know white might be too harsh and they'd probably be nervous to do black. That's a whole look in itself to go that high contrast. So we actually went with brown and it's gorgeous. It's a choice that I think really helps it feel a lot more timeless and just not one that a lot of people would think to gravitate towards. So, highly recommend basically in any tile project, at least consider brown grout because I feel like it's such an underestimated, really, really smart choice. And grout can make or break your tile. You can have the most gorgeous, expensive tile, and if you choose a wrong grout color, it's just going to be incredibly frustrating. And it's a difficult fix. So, that is probably my favorite tidbit of information in here. You can see we went with the shower pan. So, something we didn't do was like mosaic flooring or a zero entry. So, this is just a secondary bathroom. A shower pan is great. That's a great cost effective decision to make. So, the color on the walls in here is Sherwin-Williams Greek Villa. That is hands down my favorite white. We always color drench it. So we'll do the trim, walls, and the ceiling. Do not forget the ceiling, the same color. The reason being is if you do like the standard white that comes for ceiling paint, or any other white, you're going to see the differences in the undertones. So if you just color drench it, you're going to be a lot better off. You don't want to be seeing yellows or blues. So that's what I would highly recommend. A lot of people are doing a similar finish now on the base and the walls, but more traditionally, you would change the sheens. So either a satin or a semi-gloss on the trim, and then a matte or an eggshell on the wall, and of course a flat on the ceiling. We also did this on the vanity, so kept it the same and went with a gorgeous white quartz countertop. The detail is going to be in the caption. And then the faucet is the Delta Nicoli in champagne bronze. I love Delta Plumbing. It is a great product for the price point. So I love when the value matches the price point. That to me is just a win-win. So we obviously went with that same style in the shower. And again, it's just a great price point. So I highly recommend Delta in general, definitely the champagne bronze. I love this finish because it pairs well with so many different lighting finishes. It really acts as kind of like a neutral. You don't have to worry if you're going to do some more gold in there. I always recommend just going aged brass. They tend to blend really well if you stick to that finish rather than a polished or a brushed. That's when you're going to have to really be intentional about choosing brands that complement each other. But if you stick with the champagne bronze and aged brass, you're pretty much set. Another thing that we used in here that I absolutely love is the marble hardware from CB2. I have used this in several projects for the price point. The value is 10 out of 10. It's a cute little statement, a little luxury element in there without really being much of a different price point from any other piece of hardware you're gonna find. If anything, it's probably a little bit more cost effective. The mirror in here is also from CB2. I love this one. It's got that little subtle softness, a little bit something different, a little bit unique, but at the same point, it's really not a huge statement, so it's something that's gonna age really well. And lastly, for lighting, something that we did in here was just change up the placement a little bit. So a lot of times for bathrooms, you're gonna have the standard over the mirror fixture or sconces on the side. We wanted to do a little something different. When you're in a small space like this and you have adequate recess lighting, you can kind of play with the fixtures. They're gonna be more so decorative than anything else. So we wanted to put this fixture on the side wall, and I absolutely love how it turned out. I feel like everything in this bathroom is a really understated elegance, simplicity, but also more timeless, ages really nicely, and pretty cost friendly as well. If this is your first time seeing one of my videos, just a little bit about me. My name is Molly Cody. I do interior design nationwide. Our signature service is virtual room furnish and styling, and we also do a lot of new builds, a variety of projects, both locally here, currently in Kansas City, but like I said, nationwide. Our specialty is the warm, modern look, and I do a lot on Instagram, but I will also be linking everything. You can always find more information on our website, which is www.reset-home.com. Next, we will be back next week.